and welcome to another review from Colour with Claire. It's that time again where we're reviewing another edition of the Colouring Heaven magazine. This is the Fairytale special, which is for May 2018, and this includes 40 beautiful designs by the wonderful illustrator Hannah Lynn. Now 39 of those 40 are taken from Hannah's previous colouring books, but one of them is an exclusive design purely for Colouring Heaven magazine that you won't see anywhere else. So let's start with the magazine itself. It's exactly the same format, size, shape and material as it usually is, but if you haven't seen it before, it has a thick card cover, which is a matte texture that you can colour on with anything, markers, pencils. It's not glossy, it's got a nice tooth to it. So if you wanted to colour the entirety of the magazine, including the covers, you can do. It's got beautiful gold foiling to the title, as it usually does. And then on the inside cover you can see that we have a colour chart, which is really handy for logging in all the colours you're using in the book. We have a bit about Hannah Lynn and then all of the information about the publisher. Then we're straight into the colouring pages. So it's actually this one here, this Beauty and the Beast illustration, which is the exclusive one for Colouring Heaven. So you won't see this in any of Hannah Lynn's books, you'll only find this here in this Colouring Heaven edition. Now, as always, the facing page of the illustration is telling you which, or something about the illustration, either a title or some background information. But as you can see here, this is just telling you that the facing illustration is from Alice in Wonderland. So here's one that I've coloured, as you can see. I used Marco Raffine pencils for this actually, because I haven't had those pencils out for a while and I just wanted to try something different. So I'm really impressed actually with how bright and vivid the colours are. Not brilliant for blends, but not bad either. I'm not particularly happy with how I've done the skin, but it's quite difficult with Marcos to actually get layers on there. But I've done quite well, I think, with the vibrancy of the colours. Now, one thing you'll notice is on the back, when you've actually been colouring with quite hard pressure, it will transfer some of the ink from the facing design, but that's totally fine because all Colouring Heaven magazines are one-sided, so you can use anything you want to colour them. So we're starting off the book with a few Alice in Wonderland images, including this beautiful Alice that's all tattooed here. We have her falling down the rabbit hole. And then we're moving on to Cinderella. So as you can see, she's scrubbing the floor and then she's at the belle of the ball, ready to go. This actually, now I'm looking at it, could be the fairy godmother from Cinderella because she has the wand. I instantly thought it was going to be Cinderella in the ball gown, but obviously not. Here we've got Goldilocks and the three bears. And then on this landscape orientated one, we have Hansel and Gretel. It's actually really nice to see a boy in one of Hannah's books. It's usually all about the girls, but this one's a really detailed image. We've got the gingerbread house in the background and all of the foliage in the forest. Here we've got Jasmine from Aladdin. We have Ariel, the Little Mermaid. She's also a tattooed darling. Ariel again. And an image from Pinocchio. So as you can see with all of Hannah's designs, there is loads of scope for colouring skin and colouring hair. So if those two things need a bit of practice, you can use this book to just try out different techniques for hair and skin. We've got Little Miss Muffet. We've got Peter Pan, beautiful illustration this one. They're all gorgeous. Hannah Lynn is incredible. We've got Peter Pan again. So this is Tinkerbell sat on a thimble. And this must be one of the pirates or one of the lost girls. Here we have Little Red Riding Hood with the wolf in the background. And then just a standalone image of Little Red Riding Hood there. We've got the princess and the pea. As you can see, all the different mattresses stacked up with the pea underneath. And we even have Pocahontas with her wolf. This is the princess and the frog. And Thumbelina. She's sat in the middle of the big flower there with all of the giant birds and butterflies surrounding her. We've got some little ones here from the Wizard of Oz, so little thumbnail type ones. And another from the Wizard of Oz, so Dorothy and Toto. We've got the old Farmer's, is that Farmer's Almanac? And again from the Wizard of Oz. This must be the lion, the lion that doesn't have any courage, is that right? And this is turned into a lady. Another Wizard of Oz. And another Wizard of Oz. We've got one of the flying monkeys here, and I'm guessing a witch, I'm not sure. And then we've got the whole crowd, Dorothy, Toto, the lion, the Tin Man and the Scarecrow on the yellow brick road. Here we've got Rapunzel with her huge, long, massive length of hair that's probably going to take quite a while to colour in. So you've got this big tumbling pile of hair here. And then one that I actually completed from Hannah's original storybook. This is Rapunzel in the tower. And the final image is Snow White with her friends of the forest and of course that poisoned apple at the top there. So where can you get Colouring Heaven from? If you're in the UK, you're in luck because it's sold pretty much everywhere on the high street. You can get it from Tesco, WH Smith, Asda, Morrison's, Sainsbury's, Waitrose, Co-op, pretty much anywhere. If you're abroad, you can also get the magazine. You can either buy it online on the links in the description, or you can sign up to a subscription service which will make sure that this is on your doormat every single month and you don't have to worry about missing any editions. So this is £4.99 in all shops in the UK and online as well, so it's really well priced. If you haven't seen any of Hannah Lynn's previous stuff and you just want to get a taster for her artwork, this is a brilliant place to start. So I hope you've enjoyed this review. Check the description for those links to buy, and I'll see you next time on Colour with Claire.